4 inches. We're going to start with Peekaboo Peach, one of the in colors from last year. I'm going to start with, this is the flower I call, kind of looks like a donut. And in fact, if you look at the rest of the stamp set, there's actually some other designs on it that you could use that would actually, let me show you. These ones here that you could actually use as, that would look like sprinkles. So next what we're going to do is, earlier I had actually stamped on a piece of paper the same stamp and then used the framelit, that's this one, to cut out a piece of paper, because what I want to do is actually make a mask so that I don't stamp on top of my flowers. So we're going to use Lemon Lime Twist, again a in color from this year that is just like, has been, when I first saw it, it wasn't my favorite color, but the more I've used it this year, the more I have really enjoyed using it. So we're gonna, you put a mask here so that when we stamp our leaves, it's not gonna go on our flower. And then we're gonna do another one over here. And then I'm going to change leaves and I'm going to bring in this one. It's kind of like got a crosshatch. So it's kind of nice to have 2 different styles of leaves in this stamp set. It makes it a little more versatile. Next, we're going to come in with our blue, our Night of Navy. Remember, Night of Navy is actually a neutral. Navy can be a neutral. So sometimes if you're going to be stamping your sentiments or even an outline, you know, we tend to go for the black. You know, you tend to pull out black or maybe the basic gray. But navy is a really good neutral, so keep that in mind with some of your stamping, and actually just pull out navy instead of black. And you can see when I stamped on that, it really doesn't matter where it goes. It's not designed to go on it a particular way. Ink it up, plonk it down, and it'll be good wherever you put it. The next we're going to do the inside for these little stamps. We're just going to put these over here. These are kind of fun little stamps to stamp with. And then next thing we want to do, oh, I nearly forgot our little filler. This is kind of a little filler to kind of pull in. And we're just going to stamp this in between. So basically what we are doing here, this is called collage stamping, where basically we're filling the card with stamps. Okay. Oh, I'd still need the navy. We now need our sentiment. And from that same stamp set, we are going to use Hello Friend in navy. And then I'm going to pull in, this is the classic label punch. The nice thing about our punches, of course, is that they store flat. And then to open them, you just press here to release. And then, as we all know, you want to do your stamping first, and then using your punch upside down, you can see where it's going to go. And I'm actually just going to put it a little bit to the right because it's going to go under our flower. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to use our framelits to do this front piece. So I'm just going to pull in my Big Shot. Okay, I'm going to pull in my Big Shot. Let me move this out of the way. We've got Peekaboo Peach cardstock and the Lemon Lime Twist to coordinate with our papers. This framelit, one of the things that I did, when you're going to cut out with this one, you want to use both of these framelits together. I guess I need to try and make sure this is centered on our camera. So I usually put this one down first, and what I did, it will only actually fit in one way, but I actually marked it with my Sharpie marker just to make it easier so I didn't have to keep twirling it around. So we're going to do one of those, and you're going to cut these both out at the same time. Put our next plate on top, and then usually with the framelits that are a little more detailed, I like to just run them there and back. Okay. And if you notice, that was actually on the magnetic platform because that holds our framelits in place a little easier. And then we're going to take this out of here. Oh, well, actually, it's still on here. And we're just going to run our Big Shot brush over, oops, to get these little pieces out. Okay, now I need my pricker, and then we've got our leaf out here. So now we're going to actually put our card together. We're going to use the Vellum cardstock. That's a little heavier. Let me bring the card back in here. I'm just poking these little pieces out. You know, every time I do it, it comes out fine. As soon as the camera gets turned on, oh my gosh, it never just doesn't want to work. All right, so where's my vellum? Oh, here we go. So the vellum cardstock, as I say, you can see through it. And I don't like to score my vellum. I prefer to fold it because sometimes you risk, you know, you risk actually tearing it. So we're just going to take it corner to corner and give it a fold. Now to attach it, do you remember we were talking about the no panty line? So we don't want to see our our tape. So I'm going to be using the liquid multi-purpose glue and a sponge. So I'm going to squeeze, get the, oh gosh, that's a bit, okay. I'm going to squeeze some glue, and I guess I may have grabbed the one that was, oh no, ooh, it was almost out. So we're going to put some glue on the back of this, and then we're going to sponge the back of our card. So what we're doing is we're just spreading that glue around, and we can take our vellum and fold it, tuck it right inside here, press it down, and as you can see now, you've got no lines, no tape lines. So to finish off the card, we're going to take our dimensionals, put that under here, place one of them under here, and then our flower behind. And then I'm going to use one of these little leaves and a glue dot. Here it is. And just use a glue dot underneath one of the leaves just to stop it from wiggling around. Oh, you know, I was going to, can't find my scissors. Okay, well, we improvise. We're just going to tear it. I didn't want to see the leaf behind the, you know, the stem of the leaf behind the flower. Oh, actually, I think I'm going to put it up here. Every card looks a little different, as you can see from this one. And then to finish it off, we're going to use one of these fabulous Tutti Frutti sequins. Okay, can't find the green ones. There's some green ones as well. I love sequins. I love this one in particular. I don't know if you can see if the camera picks up. That's kind of almost iridescent. But the nice thing with these is that they are already sticky on the back. So we can just place that on here. And there we go. We have our card finished. Let me show you a couple of other samples made with this stamp set. This was the card that was my inspiration. I believe it was made by a fellow demonstrator, Jennifer Cotton. And I just love that combination with the Peekaboo Peach and the navy. And then she added the sequins here and the seam binding, the crushed seam binding. This is another one done with that set, again with those beautiful, the gems. This is the framelit that takes out that lattice. Very simple card. You could use this card, change the sentiment. You could make this for a get well, a thinking of you, happy birthday, celebrate, feel better, get well. I already said get well soon, didn't I? I mean, you change up the colors. You've got a really great versatile card. The other one I wanted to show you is this Z fold. So when you have a normal card, all you do is put a score line down the middle, fold it back, and again you have this kind of nice different fold versus a regular just open the card fold. Nice combination here with the Tranquil Tide and the Lemon Lime Twist from the new, from the 2017-2019 in colors. And then the final one I was going to show you is actually using the Oh So Eclectic designer series paper that coordinates with this suite. But thank you again for watching my video. Please feel free to subscribe. I'm going to try and be a little more regular with the videos that I do. And also, if you'd like to visit my blog is JackieRossStamps.com. And I've got lots more tips and cards and projects to show you over there. So thank you again, and happy stamping.